Hello, New York! Hello, Broadway! So E.B. White said that New York is to the nation what the church spire is to the village. The visible symbol of aspiration and hope. And that the white plume is saying that the way is up. Not down, not backwards, not next to us, but up. Excelsior. It's time that this group of people in our community remind New Yorkers how to be New Yorkers once again. And we're going to do it on October 11th with your help. We're thinking about all the tributes to Senator Kennedy recently, but Senator Kennedy was the first elected official to ever attend an LGBT fundraiser out in Los Angeles for a group that David Mixner started called MECLA, the Municipal Elections Committee of Los Angeles. And it was the first ever LGBT fundraiser. So not too long ago in the state of New York, when we tried to endorse or write a check to a candidate, candidates would send it back to us. Now, as David has said, we've become everybody's fucking ATM machine. Literally, it's time you turn the pin off. Because every other community knows that if you keep giving and you never ask for anything or demand anything back, that's what you get, nothing. It's time that we start demanding something. 1,324 rights in New York State that come with the marriage license, 1,100 rights that come with a federal marriage license, kids who are afraid to walk from the school to the school bus because New York hasn't done what 13 other states have already done, which is to pass an anti-bullying bill, people being fired from their jobs simply because they express their gender identity. The Obama administration that has the ability to end Don't Ask, Don't Tell through an executive order and has allowed 300 of our brave soldiers to be dismissed from the military since he's been in office. Still no federal health benefits. Still the Defensive Marriage Act. Talking about repealing one section of it. Why aren't we talking about repealing Section 1, Section 2, and Section 3 of it? And October 11th is when we tell them what we want. October 11th, now is the time to get everybody we know and to say to them, I know you're cool with me, but the real weird thing about what's happening here is all of our straight friends who are not here today, who say, it just does not make any sense to me. Why don't they just let you and Matthew get married? It doesn't make any sense to us. But there's no anger. There's no them being pissed off. It's time that we get our friends and our family pissed off at the fact that we don't have those 1,324 rights that come with the marriage license, that we can't serve openly in the military and honor our country, that we can't do everything that most other people take for granted. Now's the time to tell our story between now and October 11th, and then get on a bus, then drive in a zip car, then go take the train, and get everybody down to Washington that we know. But if you can't, we will have another shot at winning this legislation in New York State at the end of September and October. And if you go on prideagenda.org, there'll be specific things where you can do here in New York if you can't go up there. And if you don't want to go down south because you're really not a Southern person, you really want to go up north, then come join us in November in Maine as we fight a ballot initiative to take away marriage. There is no shortage of work for people to do. So if you can't be there on October 11th, there's other things that you can do. And I just want to remind people that there is a lot of good things happening everywhere around this country. And the one story I'll leave you with is that when my partner and I were getting married, or having a commitment ceremony, we decided it was this fabulous thing. Picture a rabbi, a nun, Lady Bunny D-Chain, the governor of New York, 200 people. It really was something. And the night beforehand, we decided, really, it could have been scripted better. And the night beforehand, we say, we don't want to do, just have our family at a profligate wedding. We want to do something cool. We want to do a service project. We want people to see another part of our community that our family and our friends might not see. So the night before we had a commitment ceremony, we took 50 family and friends and took them to the Gay Men's Health Crisis, because every Friday night they serve about 1,000 or so meals to people whose incomes are less than $12,000 a year. And they also make safe sex kits, female and male safe sex kits. Now, as a gay man, I can honestly tell you, I didn't know what 75% of the female safe sex kits, what those items were. But I have to tell you, they were all very foreign. But in any case, there's this long table. And at this long table, there is The family nun that's been in Matt's family's church, I'm a Jew, but Matt's Catholic, family nun, 50 years, the priest that married all of Matt's 8 siblings, baptized them, and did his father's funeral mass. His 75-year-old mother, my 75-year-old father, and my mother, who will kill me if I would ever on stage tell you what her age was, and some of our nieces. And the 3 youngest nieces are all there putting together these safe sex kits. And Rebecca is like 7 years old, and she's like the firecracker of the entire group. And she jumps up and down like the people at Hair do on the show. And like, you have no idea why she's so energetic, and all of a sudden her face turns ashen. And she holds up and goes, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I ran out of the blue ones, I ran out of the blue ones. I don't know what to do. And without missing a beat, the nun says, oh honey, use the purple ones. I mean, they're lubricated, but they do the exact same thing. And I said to Matt, sometimes victories don't happen in the legislature. Sometimes they don't happen in the ballot box. Sometimes they don't happen in the courtroom. Sometimes they happen when you least expect them, like at a march or a rally or on October 11th. And now I'm really proud to introduce to you someone who's extraordinarily talented, and we're so lucky to have on our side our next speaker and collaborator for Bill Irwin for the past 26 years. She has worked on such projects as, as The Regard of Flight and Tony Award-winning Full Moon. She has stage managed over 250 productions. I can't even remember doing 250 things worldwide, including 70 premiere productions of new American plays and musicals, including I Am My Own Wife and The Full Monty. She has come fully dressed. She is currently the production stage manager for Hair. Please welcome Nancy Harrington.